Hi and welcome everyone. Well, the 12th October, 5:06 a.m., three fireballs entering the air over Huntington, Quebec, near Montreal. Look at this chemtrail plane following a black shadow or line for some reason. Back it up and look again. It went through, it's going either under or in this black line following a path. I saw at least 30 planes in 2.5 hours spray over the sun as it was descending below the horizon. They started spraying 3 planes at a time for the first time I've ever seen this. This is ridiculous. What are they spraying? I got the plane, and here's the thing. I want you all to see that this plane in particular, maybe all of them, I don't know, it's my first closest chemtrail plane. They're not spraying by the wings. The smoke is coming over the top of the plane, and the other wing or something seems to be spraying. You see how the wing is ahead? There's one side of the smoke that is ahead more than the other, and I'll prove it. We'll get very close to the plane. Now listen, I'm holding this in my hand, my camera, to zoom in, because I didn't have the tripod with me. And here, by luck, I was able to get it. And listen, they are fast and they are high altitude planes. You have a hard time getting up onto them. Now, why does this plane not have any numbers? Why does this plane not have any company name? If you're spraying something over my bloody house, you better have a name on your plane so we know what the hell's being sprayed, right? This is usually how things work, right? Even military planes are bloody numbered. Well, most of them. So why wouldn't this one be numbered? So let's get in really close to see where the smoke is actually coming from off the plane while it's spraying. Then we'll look at an X-ray shot to see the belly. Something unusual about this plane. It has no windows. It is not an Air Canada plane or a plane from around here that lands or coming from other countries with people in it. Seems to have 2 motors. They look very odd though, the way they're placed. Now look at the smoke where it's coming from. We'll get closer, don't worry. You'll see that the smoke is actually coming from the top back part of the plane. And I don't understand why. The other smoke seems to be lower or over top of the wing. But why is it not the 2 motors, engines that are making this contrail? This is how it all started, everyone. The contrails, saying that it's the condensation behind the planes. Notice that a plane with passengers, the contrail disappears. It remains about 10, 11, 12 times the length of the plane, but disappears every plane length. As the plane advances, they disappear. These become clouds. And they remain there. They remain in the sky, and they cover the sun. And why are these planes doing it? Look what the trail's coming from. The right wing is nowhere near the smoke trail. Both trails are coming from the left. And look at the line between the 2 smokes. I just saw that. There's something on the top left side of the plane. We're going to have to go back and check that out. Look at the chemtrails in the sky. As the sun's going down, they're spraying it. So they're spraying at the top side of their plane. There's something between the 2 smoke stacks. Look properly. There's a bar on the top left, a white pipe coming out of the plane. And underneath on the belly of the plane is most definitely the reservoir that is holding the toxins or whatever they're spraying in the air. Here's an X-ray shot, and you can see that the belly of the plane has a very odd extra belly on it. It shouldn't be there. They're not flat like the regular planes that we see now. Hang on, cut me off here. Look at the red star or planet on top. Look at the magnificent, gigantic, something, unknown celestial object leaving or coming, but it's following the sun, which I believe. So look, we're talking about maybe 2012 TC4. I stayed up all night. I stayed up on the 12th to be sure I was able to get it. Didn't see anything, but I was finding something in the photography, but only on the 12th a.m. around between 8 and 11ish, I was looking from the sun where the moon was to be sure to catch the passing of whatever's going by. And first of all, everyone says, oh, it's Mars, it's Mars. Well, yes, sometimes red planets are Mars, but this one's not. And they can't all be Mars because this is the opposite side of Mars. No, Mars is not there. And the object or planet or asteroid or whatever's underneath on the bottom is, I almost missed it because it's so low in the horizon. So I was thinking maybe TC4. How close did it skim Earth? Did it even go by yet? Did it crash? I haven't heard anything yet. And we're the 13th, Friday the 13th, by the way. But it's beautiful. There's a trail around it, literal debris field around the object that's on the bottom. It's pretty big, and it has a yellowish hue, but I don't know. Here's the more natural color. It was really looking yellowish. At one point I said, that's not Venus. Why is it so low? And it can't be Mercury. So looking at the sun here, the little noises in it, what just went by there? Well, this is at 9:15, 9:20. An asteroid or an unknown celestial object went by the sun. It doesn't seem to have gone into it. It seems to have gone close to either the back side of the moon, going on the back. You can see it far better here. There we go. Possibly skimming or coming close, or in the region of the corona, going by. It was zooming by. Slowed this down many times because it was a speck going by and a flash. You can see the intensity change, that it did get hot because it did change colors as it approached the sun, or either the shadow of the sun, whatever it may be. Still proof that it was an asteroid. This is on the 12th at 9:15, 9:20 in the morning. It's going by, you know, and this is very easy for me with these filtering techniques to know whether they're bugs, flies, airplanes, for example. And I assure you it's not. It's a round object, pretty big actually. I can't really say how big it would be, but if we can see it that close, being that far away, see it that big, it's probably a good size, because take Earth for comparison beside the sun. It's very, very small in size. So those beautiful pictures, the chemtrail planes spraying like crazy, probably because I'm thinking TC4 is going to go back behind the sun, right, and slingshot back around once it goes around Earth. Supposedly seen in Antarctica. I have yet to find out any more about it or what was seen. These are the website contributors. Thanks to them, we're going to get the big telescope, 14-inch, that we're going to be buying for the channel the minute the funds come in, which are in the mail. They should be arriving here any day now.